Meanwhile, on Grey Matter Lane, Scott Summers and Emma Frost have a quarrel. You took a risk, an embarrassing one. And what was it all for, Scott?
Call it a lesson.
To frighten me? Because you hate anyone ever making decisions without you? I built this world, and because of that, you don't trust it. Just say it.
You're being reckless, Emma. You're going to get people killed. Our people.
Fortunately, I don't give a solitary shriveled fig what you think. I've moved on. Oh, God. I've moved on, Scott. It's past time you did the same.
Emma?
I missed lunch, and I'm late for a meeting. Thanks for nothing. Have a You know what? This isn't working for me.
This
does not sound like me.
No, it doesn't sound like me
bad.
either. This isn't the relationship.
This is bad
we have.
writing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should we switch? What do we do?
Rewrite.
Rewrite. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Comic Book Queers, episode 378, the episode where we demand a rewrite on a number of X-Men books and talk about a number of comic book TV shows. And, of course,
Or a rewrite or just a write less. Anyway.
Write less, because it's taking me an hour to get through it. EvilJeff. That's who that was speaking. Our co-host.
I'm EvilJeff. Hey. Hi,
I'm good.
I'm great.
Great. Good. Excellent. EvilJeff, we have a winner, baby. We've got a death. We've got a lot of violence, all in the TV shows that we're going to talk about. But before that, what else is going on? How are we? It's been 2 weeks since our Palm Springs vacation. I'm back in normal life, and I'm sad.
I'm sad too. Yeah, I'm
just
back at work, and I hate it, and I want more vacations.
More vacations. How often do you think we as a people should be able to? We as Americans should be able to take a vacation. I say Americans in the pejorative.
I wish the Europeans. I could do it like the Europeans, where they just have a minimum of 6 weeks. I think my sister has like 8 weeks built up.
8 weeks? Wait, where does your sister live?
DC. Just from her job of she's like higher up. And so she has like 8 weeks of vacation. But she also will just be like, because she can work remotely, she'll be like, we're going to go to Myrtle Beach and I'm going to take 2 days off. And then I'll just work like Wednesday through Friday at Myrtle Beach, like in the cabin.
The working remotely is hard because when I am in a new environment, I don't want to work. I'm like, I'm in a hotel room. I'm in an Airbnb. I don't want to work. I'm on vacation.
I'm pretty good at like refocusing my energy.
Yeah.
But that's, I think when I go visit, I think I'm going to go visit my family, but I might take a longer trip, but then work some of those days. So I can like go for a full week, but then I'm not taking a full week off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. You need really good Wi-Fi, I would imagine, if you work remotely out of home. Right? Don't you need to download big files and upload big files and render big files?
I basically edit off of a cloud, so you need. But I guess you need to have. Hopefully their Wi-Fi is good. I think, but usually if you have good enough Wi-Fi to stream things, it should be good enough to do.
Then you should be fine.
Hopefully.
Is there anything new you're streaming?
You mean like watching?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's tons of new things that I watch a million things.
Are you serious? Because I just started Love on the Spectrum, the new season.
I haven't. You know what? I haven't been keeping up with that. I haven't. Although it is every time I watch it, they're all just adorable.
Yeah,
they're sweet.
I've never
and
rooted
adorable.
for anyone so much in my life.
No, I started Beef. So I watched the
very
first
different
episode
from
of that.
season 1. I'm hearing.
It's very, very different. I don't think it's as good. I've only watched one episode so far.
It's kind of what I'm implying.
But it's still great actors, you know. And in the first episode, you see Charles Melton pumping his naked butt into somebody. So
let's go.
Wait, what else am I? There's just a lot of new shows. And then what's the other one that I started? Lost it. Can't remember.
Yeah, I love Lost It. It's good. Good comedy. All right. Let's talk about shows that we can remember, shall we?
Yes. Yes, please.
What you watching? Is it me naked? No? Oh, fine.
We are starting off with a winner, baby. And spoilers, if you don't know who won RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18. 3.
Although
2.
if you don't watch it right away, how do you not get spoiled? Because everyone is talking about it.
Everybody's talking about it because our winner is MYKI MEEKS. EvilJeff, how did you feel?
Correct.
Yay!
As I said, I would have been happy with
Any
anyone.
of them. Any of them.
So I think it's fine. I will say the fact that the fans are never happy with anything. Everybody was like, Nene Coco shouldn't even be there. It's clearly for Darlene. Darlene should win. And then people were like, no, Nene Coco should have won. I'm just like, no one is ever happy. Look,
no one's ever happy, but I don't know if it's entirely their fault.
Whose fault?
The audiences. I have some issues with the finales.
Okay. What is your issue with the finale?
They feel inconsequential.
Well,
They
I
feel
think
like-
it is. They now film them like just a little bit after the season is done, where they used to film them just a few weeks before the actual finale was aired. So everyone that was there, they would shot it in a theater, and everyone there knew and were fans of everybody. So when you have this, when they shoot this, no one, all that whole audience, they don't
Never seen
know
these
any-
queens before.
They don't know any of them. But do you know whose fault that is?
Who?
Why they have to do it that way
Someone leaked?
is the fans. The fans just leak everything. And they were like, we need to kind of get a hold of the leaking. And they're like, we need to just do it earlier. And so I do think it is kind of, in the end, I think it is the fans' fault that it's done that way, that they kind of have to do it earlier.
I saw a Reddit post from somebody who went to Lollapalooza live, and they said, while it was a great experience, they would never do it again because they didn't realize that they would have the entire season spoiled for them by the 3 finalists coming out and not participating. They were like, oh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you should have, that's how it's always been. So,
Yes, but just interesting to hear somebody be like, what the fuck?
But I personally like this format of they all do a performance and then that kind of, because that's the thing is like, I felt for me, Darlene had the weakest performance.
Yes.
And I think it made me realize, oh, I don't think she would be good in a lip sync. And I think maybe Rue realized that and was like, yeah, we need, because Nene had the best number.
That Gaga
Her
number was insane.
Was amazing.
We rewound it. We watched it again immediately after it ended.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy.
So I guess that's what I meant by inconsequential. It feels like the numbers at the beginning don't matter. Like it feels like
I think they do because I think that's what got Nene into the finals.
Yeah, fair.
But then
people just from the running order, like Darlene going first.
Yeah,
I'm overcome with a feeling of like, oh well, she's not going to the finale because they put her first.
I mean, if we look back at the other times there's been these
wonder,
numbers.
What's the pattern?
Yeah, I don't know. I will say,
and then
but
for
then
sure the lip sync doesn't matter.
People have been fighting over the lip sync. What did you think of the lip sync?
That really is to me the one that it is gravy. It does not determine our winner. I feel like we saw it with Monet and Jinx. We saw it now.
I feel that though people are comparing this to Monet and Jinx and Anya and Jules, and I think MYKI did way better than those other ones.
I will say this to Nene. How are you going to come into the finale of RuPaul's Drag Race without a wig?
Yeah.
And I know she's like the short cropped type. But
Well, she's not even short cropped. She pretty much had a hood or she had something else on her head for the majority of her looks. She didn't have wigs. Same thing with Juicy. Juicy Love Dion hardly had wigs either. So that was her thing. But my thing is there were too many gimmicks. I don't feel her gimmicks played into the song.
Gimmicks for gimmick's sake. It
was gimmicks for gimmick's sake, where MYKI was just doing the classic. Like, if you look at MYKI, she's doing triple turns and death dropping, and she had some good moves. I hate the idea they're like, but this girl can do a split and do a flip. I don't think that means you win a lip sync because you can do that.
Right.
So I felt but I don't feel Nene did bad, but I felt that they were pretty even keel. I felt it could have gone either way. So I'm totally fine with it going to MYKI.
I love that it went to MYKI. Do you think collectively we now all expect black boba tea balloons to come out of a big coat? You know, do we all expect a Sasha Velour moment? And if we don't get one, are we like, what the fuck? I feel like I have that in me.
I think people do, but I think Ru is over it.
Over it.
I think Ru's over it. And so I think she's looking for something different. It just reminds me like when Megami went to the finals in her Lollapalooza, because she did just weird things.
She kind of did something very similar to Nene.
Well, she did do that, but that's why I feel that Nene's didn't work as much, because Megami did it in a much more simpler, incorporated way.
Yes. And unexpected.
Where this, it just felt that purse where it's like, oh, you have that big purse just to do a makeup thing. I think she needed to I wanted her to do a Mary Poppins, pull something way huge out of the purse. Like, the purse needed to become more than just, oh, now it's a puppet. So for me, I also just feel in the end, Darlene, unfortunately, and this is going to be controversial. For me, it's literally about cunt. Charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. Darlene has charisma. She has uniqueness. And she has the nerve. But I think Darlene is a little short on the talent. Like, even the roast, she won because she was bad in a funny way. You know what I mean? And when she was dancing, I'm like, you're not that great of a dancer. She was a little bit she's cunt. And where Nene Coco, she has talent out the wazoo and the uniqueness. Nerve and charisma,
the charisma,
a little light.
Both a little soft.
MYKI Meeks has charisma,
Tens across the board.
Nerve, talent.
Yes.
Which is why I feel that she should win. And it surprises me because, as you all know, I edit fashion photo reviews, so I see everything way earlier, and I do a good job of keeping Brett in the dark.
Great job.
So I knew even before I was able to see the episode. So I had maybe only watched a few episodes in the beginning, and I was like, MYKI? I remember thinking, how? But then as I watched it, I'm like, oh, because when you watch the first 3 episodes and then someone tells you that she makes it to the finale, I was like, what? And so that was very, very surprising to me. But as the episodes go on and you watch, she pulled she pulled a Bimini Von Boulash.
What's that?
Did you ever watch UK? Drag Race UK?
No.
Oh, second season of Drag Race UK. That's the one where COVID happened and they had to stop filming. Mm-hmm. And then they came back like 6 months later to finish it. And Bimini Bon Boulash? Is that her name? Anyway, she did terrible and was always in the bottom. And then the second half of the show, she had plastic surgery and literally turned it all around and won almost every single challenge after she came back. But then they still gave it to Lawrence Chaney, the person who was winning all the first parts season.
Oh, wow.
But it was very similar to that, where it's like the last half, MYKI just tore it up.
Yeah.
Tore it up.
Went on a tear.
Did you see she was on Good Morning America?
I saw a still from it. I didn't see her on it, but she was given Big crown, big scepter, given winner, given queen.
They were like, hey, we saw you did a news thing, like a Good Morning America thing. Do you want to like take it to the, like do the next segment? And she started like doing the announcings. Oh. And afterwards they were like, oh my God, you were really good. And she's like, thank you.
Oh, now that is a drag show I would go see. I would go see the MYKI MEEKS morning show.
Yeah.
Give me something different. Give me something different concept. Anywho. I
think this was a very good season. And I know I'm biased because I work there, but I thought this was a very good season.
Me too. I agree. Now, bring on All Stars.
Okay, now we're going to talk about Daredevil. This was insane. The scene that the picture of the choking, it was like I feel like this was filmed right after Heated Rivalry came out. And they're like, guys, we need to do something kind of gay. We need to do something gay. This was so homoerotic, which I will never complain about, but it felt out of place.
Heated Rivalry influenced for sure.
Like Daredevil is in his face like, don't even say Foggy's name. And I am like, what is happening?
And the thing of it is, all Bullseye wants to do is die. And so like Matt's like choking him and Bullseye's like, okay. I'm like, what a way to die. Like if you want to die, I can't think of a better way to go.
Being choked out by a hot guy.
Yes.
Is that how you want to die, Brett? A hot guy?
By Charlie Cox specifically.
But specifically, if you could choose anyone to choke you out, would you change it to like Henry Cavill?
Like to death?
Or who's your number one?
This is morbid.
Who's your number one? All right, well I'm just like, who's your number one?
I don't have a number one. That is so. I don't have, my number one changes minute by minute.
Right.
Who's yours?
My number one? Oh, God. You know what? Me too. For me, I still can't get... And I guess I feel like someone has to get in the... Manny Jacinto, when he was in that Star Wars?
Sure.
What was that Star Wars one he was in?
Yeah.
He played evil and
the
topless
Acolyte?
And muscular. The Acolyte. Woo!
Yeah.
That did a shiver me timbers that I haven't experienced. I'm sure someone has since then. Oh, I mean, no, goddamn. Well, the Heated Rivalry guys, I don't know. They really get, I mean.
My number one is the guy who was cast as Shane in the Heated Rivalry unauthorized musical here in New York. He's my number one.
But also, the guy who's doing the Heated Rivalry musical parody in LA, I've slept with.
Oh my God. My number two is Wilson Bethel, though. Is that his name? The guy that plays Bullseye? Woo! Woo!
I know. This image, if you're watching YouTube, it's the image of him being choked. I just imagine Brett just coming up between, hey guys, can I tag in? Either one of you, I don't care.
Do you need a break?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it also defied all logic. Like, here's a man who just has a death wish, and he's like, oh, don't choke me. Anyway.
Yeah. And then, but the whole point of this was... here's my beef with this show.
Yeah.
Don't promise me Jessica Jones, and we're on episode.
Yeah. I can't see
5. What episode is this?
Yeah, this was 5.
She still has not fucking shown up.
But
and also this bitch, let her just be dead at the beginning of the episode. Don't give me a whole full send-off episode of this character. We don't care about this character. This isn't like a main character. Foggy didn't even get a whole episode where he's in the hospital about to die. What?
This is true. And
just let her be dead.
Wait, I was confused. This whole episode, I was like, is this footage from Netflix? And it wasn't. Like, it was, all the flashbacks were just lit and costumed like the Netflix show. It was very strange. And they gave, like, not only did they honor her to the point that was like, okay, but it was like a whole honoring of the Netflix show. It wasn't even just her. It was like,
no, because it was going back to Foggy and them, like, when they first met and were dealing with cases and stuff. And I'm
they
like,
even like emulated the style of it. Like, it was like shot and lit like the dark, soft Netflix show. It was very strange.
I don't understand. And then in the end, she's like, I need a pineapple juice. And then she drops dead. And I'm just like,
the whole death is weird. The whole glass in the temple thing. I'm like, what?
Oh, but can we talk about, I can't. Oh, this is where I'm going to be bad forgetting the names. Who's the chubby assistant? Fisk's assistant.
I just call him, Daniel. It's Daniel.
Daniel, and he's sort of dating the person that's doing BB. Was
BB
that
Urick.
her dead? Was that her dead in the trunk?
No.
Wait.
No. Who was dead in the trunk was one of the two cop bodyguards that Fisk's hot guy shot when they were with Matthew Lillard.
Oh,
The two guys that guy shot when they were talking
right.
to Matthew Lillard. It was like one of them or two or both
I
of them.
couldn't tell who the dead body was.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was like, they made it seem like I'm gonna kill you because I think you're
great.
the leak. So I thought it meant that he knew it was BB.
No.
Which the fact that Daniel does not know it's her, or I guess he kind of does.
No, he does.
I don't understand.
He absolutely knows it's her.
He does, but then he's not doing. But it's like these people will kill you. What are you doing?
He's in love with her. And he
But
likes that
I
they're in
thought,
on a
but when I
thing.
looked at it, it was just all covered in plastic, and I couldn't fully tell. And I was like, "Wait, is that her?"
No,
I
I
think
think
that
they'd
would have
make
been
a
a
bigger
fun
deal.
twist. See, that would have been a much better twist if it was her, and he's like, "You have to kill her to prove that you're a good
moves.
guy."
Yeah.
That's what I
think
want.
that other guy, what's his name? The one that had the body, the one that drove. No, Daniel was driving. Anyway,
MI6?
the hot one. He's so hot.
MI6,
Am I-
yeah.
Am
He
I
reminds
horny?
he just reminds me of like the Kingsman, like all of that type of stuff. Yeah. He's hot. He's going to totally
Good-looking
die.
man. Yeah,
will
he's
definitely die.
going to die. But people were going, "Oh my God, it's Kingpin's old assistant from the Netflix show. Oh my God, he's connected to the new hot assistant. Oh my God." I was like, I didn't even remember that guy was from the Netflix show.
And I don't care.
And I'm not going to go that far. I find interest
will.
in these things. What else
Anyway.
happened? That's it. Oh, so
That's
but now
it.
we'll get Jessica Jones because Fisk is going to go nuts. He's going to proactively send ICE to every single vigilante's house, including Luke and Jessica.
Oh, nice.
And so she'll be like, "What the fuck? Why was I just invaded?" And then season 3 is going to be the Daredevil, Luke, Jessica, Punisher, Iron Fist. It'll be all of them.
All right, let's get to that.
Let's get to that. White Tiger, we love her. All right.
Well,
next show.
I'd like White Tiger if she used her
If
powers.
she did anything. If she had powers.
Let's move on. Let's fucking
All right, let's move on to the boys. The boys.
The boys.
Oh my God.
So now we find out
this one
that
was not that funny.
No. We find out Soldier Boy is alive because he has the first generation of V in his system. So now it's
basically
basically if you have the first generation of V, that virus won't affect you. And so everybody is on the hunt to find that V.
Or even make it.
Or make it. And it's also getting harder to watch the show with people are sending me interviews of what Frenchie has been saying.
Oh my God, I can no longer. I actually have started.
Like Frenchie has
considering
actually
fast-forwarding through his
participated
scenes.
with the Israeli army against Palestinians. And so
mean,
I'm
the
just
things
like,
he said.
oh,
Like
Yikes.
the level of dehumanization is not acceptable. Like real bad.
yeah. I will. Yeah, people are. Yeah, it's just. It's not. It's crazy. Although I will say, people are going a little nuts. Someone just is now trying to cancel the Golden Girls
Oh no, why?
and Betty White, not realizing that she's dead, because
People
in
are
like
so smart.
1986 there was a Palestinian joke on the Golden Girls, where someone was like, Rose, didn't you have an idea of how to solve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict? She was like, give the Palestinians Greenland. And then Dorothy's like, you're an idiot, Rose. And they're like, can you believe that she said this? And you're like, this happened in the 80s.
Also,
Like,
she was an idiot.
and she was an idiot, and then Dorothy called her an idiot. Like,
I will say, so yes, that's crazy, and I hate everyone on the internet. Also, the way Dorothy name called, she should have been canceled. She will say a word to you, a descriptor that will offend you. She will slut you. She's a slut shamer. She will say you're an idiot, you're stupid, you're a moron, you little troll.
Yeah.
I aspire to be her.
Me too. I'm a Dorothy. What are you? Are you a Dorothy?
I'm a Dorothy, honey.
You're a Dorothy?
I'm a Dorothy, but you know what I've realized? I'm a Charlotte.
How can you be a Dorothy and a Charlotte? If you're a Dorothy, then you're
I'm
a fucking Miranda, bitch.
Contradiction, bitch.
If you're a Dorothy, then you're a Miranda, and you're too much of a whore to be a Charlotte.
Fine, I'm a Miranda.
I'm a Miranda in the streets and a Samantha in the sheets.
Am I a Sophia?
No, you're not as curmudgeonly. You're not very curmudgeonly.
Just you wait.
You're not very grumpy.
Okay, I'm not grumpy, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But back to the boys.
Fuck
Frenchie. Anyway, I also will say I'm still just weirded out by What's Her Nuts talking. What's her name?
Kimiko
talking. It does feel random.
There is a cognitive dissonance also. A lot of people in the first few episodes were like, why does it feel like it's dubbed? Like, it just feels so fake and weird.
Yeah.
But but I'm starting to get used to it. I like it.
You know why I don't like Kimiko talking? Is she was never getting the moment where she finally could speak. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It just was sort of like, and here's
it was like, oh, that happened a while ago. Anyway, how's it going, guys? And you're like, what?
I do like her talking just because I like the actress.
We needed to earn it. We needed to earn it.
You do need to earn it. But I also will say,
that's what's bothering me.
The personality doesn't feel like that was the personality coming out of the nonverbal version.
No, she's very jokey. Ooh, I want to watch porn. And I'm like, huh?
And now she's a porn addict?
Like, she's a porn addict?
It led to some hilarious bits.
Yes, but it is very like, I was like, we missed a few episodes where this character developed into this.
Yeah.
But it does look like you had a prediction that was wrong.
Oh, yes.
Because you thought Ryan Black Noir was Homelander's son. Ryan? Yeah.
I said people were saying. I did not vouch for this theory.
Oh, look how you just distanced yourself.
Roll the tape.
I'm sure if it was him, you would have been rubbing it in my face and taking credit.
Oh, no, I swear. I never took credit for that.
Okay, but apparently him and then Snakeface girl Zoe, they're kind of close. And I am confused. What was he doing in Russia? What was he looking for in Russia?
I don't remember.
Because he killed everyone because he's like, no one can know I'm here.
Yeah, but what was he doing?
Yeah, I'm assuming he's trying to stop. I guess he wants to stop Homelander.
I guess, but I'm not sure what specifically he was doing in Russia. Like, and who sent him there, or is he starting to be autonomous and like what he wants to do? Yeah,
and then a character from Gen V, the Invisible Man's
Maverick.
What's the Invisible Man's
Translucent.
Translucent. His son was in there, and then he just had just such a pointless death.
It was just for that fake out moment of where you think that exploding character killed Huey, but instead killed the invisible.
But it's like,
Maverick
but clearly it's him because you're not killing Huey there.
You're not killing Huey like off camera that.
Yeah, that's not the moment you're going to kill Huey.
Yeah.
But I still want to know who is Black Noir.
Yeah.
But then we did get a fun. We did get to see Elizabeth Shue. She came back. That was fun.
She came back. Her Stillwell, Elizabeth Shue Stillwell came back.
He's still obsessed with her boobs.
With her boobs and her milk. He stole tons of breast milk from a NICU unit and bathed in it in front of his father.
Soldier Boy is so funny where he's like, ugh, you're gross. I can't stand
Soldier
it.
Boy is kind of my favorite part of this season.
And then he's kind of like, and you're going to fucking die. And then I'm going to be in charge of the 7. So have fun when you die. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I do wish the Gen V characters would show up because it was all set up with, you're the one that can beat Homelander. And you're like, well, where the fuck is she?
And they kind of drop her here and there. Like there was a mention of Marie in this episode. Like
yeah, but nothing in the plot of she's the key to stop him.
There's no integration. Yeah.
And
whatsoever.
I don't think they're renewing Gen V. So why not bring them into the fold?
Do you think she will have a hand in Homelander's death after all? It feels to me like she won't because it.
So then that means that whole show we watched was pointless.
And I don't think they're counting on people having watched it.
Well, then have a moment where she shows up and gets killed immediately. You know, I mean, have some payoff for the people that did. A lot of people did watch it.
Have her exist in this show for a bit, so we get to know her, so that when she does perform actions, they mean something.
I mean, they're having like Translucent Sun show up. He was from that. Like, I don't know. This show, and then in the end where he beats the crap out of Homelander beats the crap out of Ryan.
So
but
gross.
it just seemed like Ryan kind of got the truth that it's like, yeah, he did rape my mom.
Yeah, there's no more Homelander Ryan relationship. That's for sure.
Yeah. And so it is interesting that Butcher has convinced Ryan, like, hey, you probably are going to be the one that needs to get close enough to give him the virus, but you'll die.
Yeah. But
so this is very interesting.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to now find the V so that Starlight and Kimiko can take it so that they won't die.
So they'll be protected for when they release. Yeah. I'm going to throw out some character names. You tell me if you think they are going to live or die this season.
Okay.
Huey.
I think Huey will live.
Starlight.
I think Starlight will live. I think they're the two enders. They're the two end gamers.
Frenchie.
Die.
Kimiko.
That's a 50-50. I think Frenchie's going to die in Kimiko's hands. I think Kimiko, because it could be Kimiko gets the V and stays immortal or doesn't and dies of the virus. So it could go either way. Frenchie's going to die.
Mother's Milk.
Mother's Milk. I think Mother's Milk and Butcher, I think they're going to die too. Also, this is going to sound, and I really don't mean to be crass. Is Mother's Milk okay? He seems to have lost a lot of weight. And
right. That did come out seasons ago where there was a reaction online that people thought it was a different actor. But
I'm just scared of like there's like a Chadwick Boseman, him hiding that he has like cancer or something.
I don't know, but it does feel like there is cause for concern.
Thinner, and it worries me. I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
I think he will die though.
Yeah.
I think Butcher will 100% die. I think Homelander will die. I think the Deep will die. I think Black Noir
I think they're
die.
all. I think Firecracker. Well, I can see Firecracker somehow worming her way out.
I think because she might live and try to change up, like to be famous. She'll completely sacrifice her morals and change up everything. And then I think the VP, who's our favorite? What's her name?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Psychic lady. She'll live. I think she's gonna live.
She'll live, and she'll have a good outcome. I feel like she will become president, and maybe the back of her head will be VP.
Anyway, I'm interested to see where this shit goes.
Yeah, me too. So that's it for television. We also read some comic books, I believe. If we read some comic books, then our comic book music will probably play sometime around.
It's mutants with powers, Omega for hours. Bitch, let's read some X-Men.
How does it feel to have read some X-Men? All right. So we've got like 4 comics. And one of them, I have to say, EvilJeff, I don't think I'm smart enough for Storm, Earth's Mightiest Mutant.
And this is the thing. It's like, I think we need to... I think we're both stupid. it's just too wordy for me. And I don't know. I'm going to admit something. I didn't get a lot of sleep. And I fell asleep. I fell asleep while reading this.
Oh, God.
There's so much happening, and I am always confused. She was just talking to Maggot, and I'm like, he's dead. And then it's like, oh, wait, they're in heaven? She's like, yeah, I'm just hanging out all the heavens. And I'm like, okay. I'm just always confused reading this. I'm always confused.
Now, listen, I grew up on Grant Morrison. I am used to a surreal, confusing comic where you kind of follow, you kind of like it. This feels a little bit like The Invisibles to me in that it's so metaphysical that it is losing me. I don't know what realm we are on. I struggle when you introduce new mythologies. I struggle with the words and the names, and I don't know if like the Oshira is something that I've seen before or something I'm being introduced to.
And I think this is you know what it is? My problem is because I'm having trouble following it, I'm not getting attached to characters. And so when they re-show up, I'm not fully remembering them.
But also this book does kind of lack, because of the nature of its story, emotional grounding with its characters. Its characters are all part of this cosmic kaleidoscope.
Grand. It's
and I'm just
grand.
Not following.
And I really
Dr.
do think
Voodoo
it's because we're stupid. I'm sure there's someone reading this being like, this is the smartest. Do you not understand the metaphors and everything? I'm enjoying every little Easter egg. And I'd be like,
and I hope to.
Great for you.
I hope to become that person. I am willing to just sit down with issues 1 through 3. Hell, earlier issues of the other Storm book, and just try to connect. So I'm following what's happening, so I can enjoy it.
Yeah,
but
it's a little too.
I'm too dumb.
Yeah, I feel the exact same way because it's just too much, and I'm just always confused. I'm just always confused. But I will say this: I feel that it's shooting for the stars and it's aiming big. There's other things that we're going to talk about. They're doing that, and it's bad.
Yes. I will say this,
because I won't even say it's badly written. I think it's overly written.
I think it's overly written, but it is poetic, rich writing.
Pretty. The art is beautiful. Like, you know,
it's plot and story that I'm like, what?
Exactly. So one day maybe but I was feeling this way of the last one as well. So I feel like, and it's building on all of that momentum that I could not understand.
Should you and I read it together? Maybe we hop on Zoom and we read these issues of Storm together and then be like, oh, wait.
Yeah, maybe.
And maybe we record that.
Maybe.
Or maybe not.
We're going to force ourselves to like Storm.
Because it's Storm, for fuck's sake. It's like one of our favorite characters of all time. We just don't know what's happening with her.
But I do think that is the other problem with Storm and Jean is they were like, they're badass. We need to make them so powerful. But once you make characters so powerful, it becomes harder to raise the
only
stakes.
villain worth a spit with you now is God.
Is a god.
Sorry,
and that
your villain
becomes
is
a
God.
little, that's a little much. All right, let's move on.
All right, MAGIK and Colossus. It's fine.
That's right. There's nothing egregious. I also there's just a lot of talking about Mikhail and what he did to Colossus, but then he's not there. Is he dead?
I think so.
This one, there is a lot where I'm always like, oh, I want that emotional connection. This one, I feel like they're talking too much about
to
their
each other
pasts.
about it. Yeah.
Don't you remember when your mother used to teach you how to fight and blah, 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 blah? There's almost too much of that going on.
I do
but it's
like
fine.
that, though.
I do. But this one where I'm losing, what is the plot of this?
What's the comic book part of this? Yeah.
Yeah, what is the main aim again?
What is this, Little Women? I don't know, with a brother and a sister instead of 4 sisters.
Well, Beth does die of the legacy virus.
That's right. And becomes the high priestess of limbo.
Yeah.
I did like Colossus being like, which is the real, like, I feel like Peter is a mask and Colossus is the real me. And that means the real me is just a tool that like other people do shit with. And I feel like he's a sub. And I think he's connecting to his inner sub.
I mean, yeah, he was with Kitty. Kitty's a total dom.
There you go.
And I do think it's him. It's just showing he's still traumatized from when he was being controlled.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and then
it's
there's
fine.
fun. She's kidnapped by this evil sorcerer. She is forced to fight in an arena. She won't use her magic because she knows if she does, it will drain her magic and give her magic to the other guy. So she's playing it smart, but then she has to fight an old friend, but then she snaps him out of it. And then the old friend is like, let's escape. And then Colossus is like, let's escape. And they escape. And then his friend's like, let's go to my ex-girlfriend's. And his ex-girlfriend is Baba Yaga. It's like, okay.
Is
That's
she
Russian
the
as
one
fuck.
in? Is she in the? Is that who the Wiccan?
Yeah.
She's in that too. Okay.
Yeah. But, you know, she's also, like, not a Marvel thing.
But
She's
what
not.
is the point of this? Of where they're just going around meeting these like metaphysical female demon characters?
Baba Yaga's a witch.
A witch, but I mean, the first issue, they battled those kind of different demons. Like, what are they fighting for?
Yeah. I don't, what's the core plot here? What's the want?
I
What's the
forget. I'm
MacGuffin?
sure there is one, but I forgot it.
It's not this one's not us.
Yeah.
Inglorious X-Force number 4.
Yes. See this.
Now here we are.
This
Yes,
is
yes.
this is where this
Good reads.
is.
Good reads.
This is going to be in my tops of good.
Yeah. This is quality every
This
issue.
is good shit.
We have moved on to Warren Worthington in our list of suspects.
Each issue was, we need to narrow out Boom Boom. We need to narrow out Akihiro. Now he wants to kind of get rid of whether it's Archangel, which they
And here's
haven't
the beauty.
fully. And
They
what?
break the formula. They break the formula. They
Because
don't absolve.
He's not absolved. But I do like the idea of when this comes out, they all confront each other. And there's this great moment of all of them interacting where it's like, how can you not trust me? I'm Archangel, I'm an X-Men, but we don't. You have the dark seed in you. Oh yeah, but then Akihiro's like, I don't like you, but I do think you probably are good. And then Cable's like, I've known Tabitha the longest. I trust her. She is the one person that I do trust. There is so many, and then Tabitha and Akihiro, it's like, we used to fuck. We don't have to, we fuck, but it doesn't have to just be fuck buddies. Maybe we could be something else. Like, there's so many interpersonal relationships happening. Mwah. Thank you.
What was so what was so layered and interesting was when Tabitha was like, "Oh, you care about a relationship now when there's another alpha male in the room to compete with." I was like, "Oh, that is
burn.
insightful."
Burn. And basically, this latest mission they're on. Wait, so it seemed like Akihiro is calling on his Hell Wolverine
to figure
powers.
out like where the source of something controlling Archangel.
Well, basically, it's the dark seed and death. And a lot of times when the death seed and death take over, he's like, I'm gone. And they're like, but then who is it?
Yeah.
And I think he's casting that spell because he wants to see when he takes over, who can they figure out who it is?
Yeah.
And is that the person doing it? So it's not Archangel, it's death.
Whoever.
I
that
love
is.
that. But then is Domino, did Domino, now I'm trying to remember, did she go along with them or did she just get blasted out and then she's still
I think she
following?
got blasted out. So she's stalking Cable. She gets the drop on him, has a gun in his face. He's like, listen, we can talk it out, whatever this is. Boom Boom stumbles upon it, and she just creates a bomb in close proximity because they're in tight quarters. Domino's like, don't do that because my powers will fuck this up, and they do. So everyone survives, but Domino.
I do love that the
gets blasted
squirrel
away. She
was
watches
part.
them blast
The
off.
luck of the squirrel being in the way is like what saves her.
Yeah, the squirrel's nest. The squirrel who's been like with her the entire time. So weird. So cool. Good writing.
Yeah, this is good. And then even Ms. Marvel is kind of coming in being like, she's kind of like clued in, like, I need to know who's going to kill me. I need to be able to fucking take care of myself. I can't trust any of you. So this is good. I really think
the other cool thing is what they're doing with Archangel and his powers, how he's becoming like this other side of his death side. He's like, something takes over and he becomes like life. He becomes healing. It's a really interesting way that we've powered him up quite a bit.
And if anyone ever told me that my favorite book would be a Cable book, I would eat my hat.
But then it turns out we figure out who is potentially controlling Warren, who this death persona could be, and it's Sinister.
Yeah.
Which, that's the only thing I needed to make this book even better. Because you know it's going to be a sassy Sinister, because this is good writing.
Yeah, it's going to be good old sassy Sinister. Because that's the thing is, like, the main person who was controlling him was Apocalypse. And so if he's out of the picture, who's number two? It's Sinister.
Makes total sense.
Yeah. Great.
This book's great. So is this only 5 issues? Is there one left? I don't know either.
I don't know.
I hope it's ongoing, for fuck's sake.
I know, right? Let them be a team. Also, let them be a team and let Domino and I want Domino and Cannonball to join.
Cannonball?
Yeah, of X-Force.
All right.
You can't have Boom Boom without and Richter. Yes.
All right. Now it's just X-Force. All right.
What's wrong with that? All right, fuck
Nothing.
you. Okay,
Nothing's
what
wrong
do
with
we
that.
on to next?
X-Men United, starring Captain America for some reason. And he's gone. He left. He left.
This is... Okay, where I read this, there's a comment section, like a Reddit thread.
Yeah.
Do you know what I cannot find? And it's hundreds. Not one
Anyone positive?
positive. Not one positive review. Everyone is like, what is this? This is terrible. This doesn't
so
make
weird.
any sense.
And to make it make less sense, we are going to kind of bail on it in issue 2, and we're going to do a Captain America adventure that Emma set up for some reason so they can get on the side of Captain. Like, girl, nobody needed to get on the side. You were already friends with him. He was already on your side. You did not need to, like, this weird setup that makes me question what we're doing with her character.
Also, they're not even like going to find the dude. They're like going into all the different amalgamation memories of the dude. And because of that, they're all trapped in different times. And I was like, why don't you just go talk to him in real life? I don't understand.
But
I don't understand anything that's happening. And I will say this is the time where I am on Cyclops' side, where they're just like, well, we're all meeting in Grey Malkin, but it does, if you do psychically die in this place, then you die in real life. Okay, this sounds like a terrible idea. Also, where are they while they're on this plane? Are they all just like comatose somewhere?
Right.
Where are they?
Yeah,
Show
they're
me
like,
the
"Don't worry."
outside world.
We've invested so much in Sinister's own designs for defense. I'm like, what? That
And
no one can get into the psychic plane. I'm like, but what about the fucking bodies of the unconscious bodies laying around? Are they okay?
Yeah, and they even said, oh, but it's like a time difference where time doesn't work the same. So they could be in there psychically, but it could only be 2 minutes and it will seem like days. And I'm like, okay, well, what if Rogue's like, well, I'm on a mission, be back in 2 days. What if 4 months pass? Like, what? Nothing makes sense. And even using, what's his nuts, empathic powers. What's his name? Axio? What's his name?
Yeah, Axo.
Axo's powers, his empathic powers are running it. Don't believe that for a second. I don't believe any of this. Emma Frost, we said that in the beginning. Emma Frost is not talking in an Emma Frost voice. It's someone doing a bad caricature of it. I don't give a
fig.
fig.
With Cyclops is
She doesn't say
insane.
fig.
She doesn't say
And then,
fig.
nothing makes sense. And then you're going to tell me that Melee is a a level under a teacher, and then
Right.
Jitter is now a student, and Outlier is supposedly knows less than Melee. No. Mm-mm. No, girl. I don't think so. And then Captain America. Nothing.
That's the part that drives me
made
nuts the
sense.
most. Instead of investing into the core of this story of the interpersonal relationships with the mutants, we're going to go off on a side quest.
And issue 2.
In issue 2.
Issue 2. Where everyone's like, I'm not really on board with this. Hey, how about we just throw in Captain America? This is
Feels like that's
a
what's happening
Greek
with
tragedy.
Doomsday.
Do you remember there was House of X and Powers of 10?
Remember that?
Remember that?
Remember
And
that?
now there's this.
Remember that, Felt?
This bullshit. This is one of the worst flagship titles. Because I will say, I'm trying to think. Whenever
Is this
we
a flagship title? I think this is a limited series.
Is it a limited series?
I don't know.
I thought it
I
was
don't
like
know.
this is the continuation of Exceptional.
Oof.
It's terrible.
It probably is ongoing.
It's because I'm trying to think. I remember the only other big one that was like a regular book that I felt got this
It is
point where I
ongoing.
gave it like a terrible like worst of the year was Marauders. Kind of fell apart at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That was terrible. But even that, it wasn't like a main book. Like this, it's like Uncanny X-Men, X-Men, X-Men United. Those are the 3 biggies. And this is bullshit.
This is not worthy. This really read like a 5-issue limited series to me.
So they need to, but there's no way that they aren't getting inundated with this being bad.
So there were multiple layoffs at Disney, including at Marvel Studios and Marvel
Girl, I
Entertainment,
know.
Marvel Comics.
I know. Mm-hmm.
And many of the editors from other lines outside of Spider-Man and X-Men were fired. But they sure kept Tom Brevoort. I shouldn't
Ridiculous.
say that, but we missed our window,
Ridiculous.
people.
Well, I don't think those layoffs are done yet. So
Oh, boy.
I think this is only step 1
Yeah.
in the evisceration of
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Anyway,
This is
but yeah, it's just. Have you talked? Did you say you talked to Homo Superior recently?
Yeah, we went out. We
Did
watched
you talk
Lollapalooza together at a bar.
Did you talk about X-Men United?
You know what? I don't think we did.
Oh, okay. I need to know what I need to listen to like their review.
Yeah.
I need to know what some other folks think of this.
I guarantee you they hate it.
It's so bad.
Bullshit. Welp, that was it. We did it.
We did it.
We sure did.
We should have ended on Inglorious, so we ended on a
I
positive.
know, on a positive note. Isn't Inglorious great?
It's so good. It's
great.
good.
A cable book. I'm still reading that Batwoman. We don't have time for a review, but if you want to dive into that Batwoman, I wouldn't be mad.
Okay, yeah. Remind me again, and I'll read it for next
Okay.
time. Well, that's it, guys. We went over comics. We went over Drag Race. We went over Daredevil. We went over The Boys, and we went over
Your heads a few times with our commentary because
and we're gonna go over blowjobs because that's gay, and
that's
I don't know
gay
if
and we're
you're-
gay.
And I don't know if you're aware of this. There's a reason that we're gay. Why are we gay, Brett?
Because we read comics.
That's right. And if you read comics, then that makes you queer. Bye.
Shazam.